Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 famous footballers that have been arrested. Football is a game of emotions, respect, excitement, a game for a cause, and people even look up to footballers as their idol. But there have been plenty of times when footballers have been out of their profession and landed in the field of crime. Some were able to escape the punishment while few other players have been to controversies and illegal cases that landed them in prison. Who do you think is on the list? Let's rank them from number 10 to number 1. On number 10, we have the one and only George Best, with a prison time of 3 months, and the reason was drink driving and assaulting a police officer. The Manchester United legend George Best is one of the finest players to ever play the game of soccer. George had all the qualities of a player with exceptional skill, pace, getting past the defenders, and finishing ability. The Northern Irish footballer was highly celebrated and elegant to watch on the field. But off the field, Georgie Best had a crazy lifestyle full of controversies. He had his married life failed twice with Angela McDonald James and Alex Percy. The latter even alleged him of being violent. In 1972, he was charged with assault for the first time when Best hit a waitress and broke her nose, but he did not go to jail as he won in court. On number 9, we have Rene Higuita. Prison time 7 months, and the reason was kidnapping. The Colombian goalkeeper Rene Higuita is one of the most stylish and dramatic goalkeepers in the world. Being a goalkeeper, Higuita has 41 goals in his name and is even ranked as one of the best South American keepers. But just as bad as he is on the field, his record outside of football is also crazy. Ara Higuita was even alleged to have a connection with Pablo Escobar, the king of cocaine. In the early 90s, Rene was sentenced to prison as the officers found him in the act of kidnapping. Apparently, the Colombian goalie was the one who delivered the ransom money. Later, he defended himself by saying that, "I am a footballer, I don't know anything about kidnapping laws." Number 8, we have Ronaldinho Gaucho. With a prison time of 6 months, the reason is using the fake Paraguayan passport. Football's greatest showman, Ronaldinho Gaucho, is one of the best players that we have seen. Highly skilled with dribbling, passing ability, and beating defenders with ease, Gaucho was in a class of his own. Ronaldinho barely comes into controversies, as he keeps his life pretty low profile. But he found himself behind the bars in 2020 after Paraguayan police found him using a fake Paraguayan passport, as per the officials. The Attorney General's office issued a warrant for the arrest, charged the player Ronaldinho with using a public document with false content, and requested preventive detention. So he was sentenced to 6 months of jail time. Later, the former Barcelona midfielder was released on bail after paying £1.6 million. He spent a total of 32 days in prison, where he even played a futsal tournament. Number 7, we have Duncan Ferguson. Prison time 3.5 months, and the reason was assault the opponent. Definitely, you know about the legendary headbutt of Zinedine Zidane against Italy's defender Marco Materazzi. Zidane did it in the field, which resulted in him a red card, and went on missing the next match. But before Zidane, Duncan Ferguson tried it and faced harsh punishment. In 1994, he was playing for Rangers, and in a match against Wraith Rovers, he decided to headbutt John Maxtey, a defender, of course, of Rovers. For his on-field action, Ferguson was charged with an assault and sent to jail for 3 months. Duncan became the first ever English player to be sent to prison because of an on-field assault. He spent 44 days in Burnley prison, situated in Glasgow. And prior to that, the former Everton player Duncan faced 3 charges. In all of these 3 cases, he paid some fines and simply avoided prison. On number 6, we have Joe Barton with a prison time of 2 months and 17 days, and the reason was ran over a pedestrian. If you have ever seen the way Joe Barton plays on the field, then you would have predicted that the player will surely be in a problem, and you are not wrong to think so. But his temper problem would cost him more outside the field. In his career, Joe faced 2 major charges. The first was when he ran his car over a pedestrian. The event occurred in Liverpool city centre and was jailed for 2 months and 17 days. And the same year, Joe was sentenced to a 4-month suspension after he was found assaulting his former teammate Ousmane Dabo. Joe's aggressiveness even continued in his managerial career too. In 2019, while being the manager of Fleetwood Town, he again found himself in a problem. He was found to assault Daniel Stendal, manager of Burnley. On number 5, we have Robinho. Prison time 9 years. Reason sexual assault. Normally, footballers face jail time for months, but the Brazilian winger Robinho has a history of being charged with 9 years of prison for a cruel crime. The Italian officials and the courts found Robinho and other 5 people, along with Riccardo Falco, to be guilty of rape. The incident occurred in January of 2013, while Robinho and co. sexually assaulted a 22-year-old Albanian woman in a nightclub in Milan. Later in November of 2017, the court sentenced Robinho to 9 years in prison. The former Real Madrid forward also gave an appeal which was rejected by the Italian Court of Cassation. As per sources, Robinho commences his prison sentence in January of 2022. Number 4, we have Breno Rodrigues. Prison time 3 years and 9 months, and the reason was burnt own villa. One of the most interesting cases of a footballer who has been imprisoned is Breno Rodrigues. At that time, Breno was playing for Bayern Munich, The Brazilian footballer was convicted of burning down his own villa worth £1.5 million. Not only that, but the German officials also accused him of suppressing the evidence. They believed that the Brazilian centre-back was hiding arson in his villa. Eventually, the young footballer was sentenced to prison for 3 years and 9 months and was sent to Stade prison. But the player has already been released from jail, and his former club Bayern Munich hired him as their under-23 squad's trainer. On number 3, we have Nizar Trabelsi. Prison time, 10 years, and the reason is terrorism. If there is any soccer player who is best known for other reasons, then it is Nizar Trabelsi. Rather than a footballer, Nizar has been in the history books as a terrorist. In 2003, the Tunisian midfielder was found to be involved with Al-Qaeda, an Islamic extremist group. He was also accused of plotting an attack against American soldiers at a Belgian airbase. Moreover, the footballer was even suspected to be a suicide bomber, but luckily the Belgian official detained and arrested the supposedly terrorist Trabelsi in September of 2001. Later in 2003, the Belgian court sentenced him to 10 years of prison. After the jail time completion, Belgium extradited Nizar to America. On number 2, we have Benjamin Mendy. Though he was not sentenced, the reason was rape and sexual assault. Benjamin Mendy's case is one of the fresh cases in which footballers have been sent to prison. The French footballer was accused of 9 charges of rape and sexual assault on 5 different women at different times. The Manchester City defender was accused of getting involved in 4 counts of rape as well as sexual assault. All of these events occurred between October 2020 and August 2021 to different women. Again in November of 2021, Mendy, the complaint of 2 rape cases, was filed against Benjamin as he was waiting for the trial date, and 1 month after that, Mendy was accused of 1 additional rape charge. And recently, in February of 2022, another 6th complaint was filed against the Premier League winning footballer for attempting rape. So Mendy has altogether 9 cases of rape and sexual assault with him, but as of now, he was found not guilty and was released by the court. On number 1, we have Bruno Fernandes da Souza. Prison time, 22 years. The reason was murder, kidnapping, hiding a body, and corrupting minors. Bruno Fernandes, hold up, United fans, it's not your beloved Portuguese midfielder. Our list of footballers with criminal records is topped by the Brazilian goalkeeper Bruno Fernandes de Souza. Fernandes is the most notorious criminal footballer. The player has been charged with murder, kidnapping, hiding a body, and also the corruption of minors. He was accused of murdering his girlfriend Elisa Samudio, hiding the body, and even kidnapping his own son. As per his cousin, Elisa's body was cut into pieces and even fed to the dogs. Besides that, the former Flamengo goalie was also charged with forming a criminal gang and also corrupting minors. For all of his charges, the Brazilian goalkeeper was sentenced to 22 years of prison. In February of 2017, the player was released by the court after spending 6 years and 7 months in prison. But in the April of the same year, he was again arrested. This was the story of Football Devils as of April 2022. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today. One of the terrible stories really shocked me of Da Souza Fernandes. See you next time, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Ciao. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and of course sharing.